Yo, everybody, what is going on? This is Zen. I have some exciting updates to share with you guys. I've been exploring the new upgrade that's coming to the XRP ledger that's been proposed by David Schwartz. It's called XLS30. So we're going to talk about that. We're talking about some Solo Nation news, some Sologenic news, and some XRP news in this video. So hopefully you guys are ready. So if you guys aren't part of my free Telegram group, make sure to join my free Telegram group. It's in the description below. I posted this morning. So XLS30 brings liquidity pools to XRP Ledger. This will bring utility for XRP, Solo, and many other projects building on the ledger. I believe when XLS30 is implemented, we can see massive value increases due to the fact people will lock up their assets to liquidity pools in exchange for LP tokens that earn rewards. It's coming, be prepared, only the strong and patient will make it. The people can provide liquidity, keeping the DEX liquid and decentralized, removing the need for centralized market makers. We will create the market by the people for the people, DeFi. So let's explore a little bit more about this. There's lots of cool things to talk about. So the XRPL decentralized exchange currently provides liquidity exclusively by manual market making order books. This proposal adds non-custodial automated market makers, AMMs, as a native feature to the XRPL DEX in a way that provides increased returns to those who provide liquidity for the AMMs and minimize the risk of losses due to volatility. We propose a unique mechanism where AMMs and instances continuously auction off trading advantages to arbitrageurs, charging them and giving them earnings to its liquidity providers. This allows liquidity providers to take large share of profits that would normally be taken by arbitrageurs. So let's read about it. If you look down, scroll below, you can see liquidity providers. Liquidity providers, LPs, are traders who add liquidity to the AMM instances pools, thus earning shares of the pools in form of LP tokens. They're going to lock up their digital assets in exchange for LP tokens and earn rewards. This is why I've been talking about for years that we do not need to sell and exit the market. We could basically use the utility of our digital assets to earn generational passive income. So anyone telling you, that's why I said anyone telling you fiat dollar sell targets don't actually know what they hold. You could basically use these digital assets to provide liquidity, be a liquidity pool provider. I think liquidity pool providers are going to be looked at as like the new Wall Street bankers, like the new elite of society. Like, wow, you're a liquidity provider. Kids will grow up saying, I can't wait to be a liquidity provider when they grow up. That's what the future, in my eyes, looks like. So David Schwartz calls this new feature the secret sauce of the ledger. For the first time, this reveals a planned secret sauce. Secret sauce. So I want all the secret sauce. This is super bullish, not only for XRP, but also for Solo. I'll explain in a minute. So remember the Mr. Pool post. Sometimes we talk about Mr. Pool on this channel. The pools of liquidity are about to open for the public eyes. Patience is required. Only few will remain in control. And the pool of liquidity, I believe, is mentioning about XLS30. We'll be able to provide liquidity natively on XRP Ledger. And I believe that's going to be the most secure option to provide liquidity with XRP and XRP-based tokens. So what else? Part of the Sologenic white paper, one of the things with Solo is all the utility of Solo token is yet to be unleashed. Right now, you basically use Solo to burn, to mint, and issue assets. So you could use their tokenization system with Sologenic by it takes 3 Solo, you burn it forever. I think there's been about 500 Solo tokens burnt. And in exchange, you're able to mint an NFT onto the ledger. That's only a fraction of the utility for Solo. One of the most important utilities of Solo is basically providing Solo tokens as liquidity to keep Sologenic DEX liquid. It's in the white paper. This feature is not available on the XRP ledger yet. So we're waiting for XLS30, and then this feature on Solo will also be available. So XRP, Solo will be able to, you'll be able to provide in exchange for LP tokens and earn rewards for holding. That's why this year, I believe I've been saying like we're in a simulation teaching people how to hodl, so that way we will be excellent liquidity providers in the future. So that's what we had to look for: generational passive income by being liquidity providers. Some other news that I want to show you: Wells Fargo in August of 22 is talking about the Internet of Value. I believe Ripple was the first to coin that term. This is 2017, the Internet of Value, what it means and how it benefits everyone. Wells Fargo is talking about that now. They also listed XRP as a currency. HSBC did as well. But the key takeaways of this report that just got listed in August says many expect digital assets to be building blocks of the new internet, the Internet of Value. The Internet of Value will move forms of value around the globe, such as money, financial assets, and other personal valuables. The Internet of Value is likely to disrupt the world of finance, just as the original internet was to communications and information. So this is going to be huge. They believe that the Internet of Value evolves, so will new possibilities and investment opportunities. So they're actively searching digital assets. So we're on the same page as some of the biggest banks and institutions. You can see right here, they're talking about internet information and the Internet of Value. I'll put this link in the description below so you guys can learn all about it. You can see they're talking about XRP right here. One other thing, one recent news. I don't know if I already talked about this in one of my videos, but NYSE, this is very significant. NYSE delisting signals Beijing may be willing to compromise on US audit disputes. So China and NYSE are having issues with auditing the reserves, the solvency of assets. You know what reminded me of this is if you look at this old article, Sologenic reveals list of 30 securities exchanges to tokenize stocks, ETFs, and commodities. NASDAQ and NYSE is right here. And then Bob Ross also mentioned NYSE in this post. Let me show you. Download the Sologenic app, tokenize and trade your first stock from NASDAQ and NYSE on Sologenic DEX. So why is this important? They're talking about auditing issues. So the beautiful thing about XRP Ledger and Sologenic, what's unique to Sologenic is they have a protocol called proof of solvency. That's unique to Sologenic. That's what makes Sologenic special. That's why regulators has their eyes on Sologenic because it allows real-time auditing. Providing proof of solvency mechanism to allow users to audit assets at any given time. So this issue that they're having between Beijing and NYSE will never be a problem again once NYSE switches over to proof of solvency. It brings transparency to markets. That's one of the big issues with USDT, right? People complain about USDT because they never let their reserves get audited. That will change with something like proof of solvency, and this is unique to Sologenic. So, make sure you learn about proof of solvency if you're a Sologenic investor. They're following all the compliance, everything they need to be part of the regulated DeFi revolution. Last bull market was all about, wasn't about regulated DeFi. It was about just off the grid DeFi, So the next bull market, I believe, will be really important to be regulated, and Sologenic is set up to be that. So I already showed you guys this. Bob Ross mentions NYSE in this post, and you could test their tokenized system and trade your first stock from NASDAQ and NYSE. Also recently, in one of my recent videos, Bob Ross and Mauricio basically say NASDAQ and Link2 are their friends. So very important details there. Something else to prove that we're on target, just like we were saying, the Bybit listing is happening. Of course, that's happening. That vote wasn't up to chance. It was already predetermined that Sologenic would win. Solo is now trading on Bybit, one of the top derivatives exchanges in the world. If you've been following my pages, you've been following my Telegram, my YouTube videos, you would know that Sologenic is a derivatives protocol. They're targeting the derivatives market. I could show you multiple proofs. Go back, I'll watch all my old videos. I'll show you on the next screen as well. Derivatives, trillions and trillions of dollars, big money. So derivatives are very important, and Bybit is one of the top derivatives exchanges in the world. It's the fastest growing exchange in the world as well. They got multiple articles from NASDAQ writing about them and more. And it's officially listed this morning. So that happened. More tier ones are on the way. The volume continuously rises in Sologenic, which will be more attractive for the bigger exchanges to decide to list Solo. I believe we've been hitting consistently over 1 million in volume, which is big improvements from a few months ago. Huobi played a big part in increasing the volume of this project, and I believe Bybit will as well. So each exchange brings more volume and will make it attractive for the bigger exchanges to list. I believe that. So this is proof that basically their product designed for derivatives. So Bob Ross back in July 25th of 2020 post about one of their new hires, the chief of product. The chief of product is called Dimitri. His name was Dimitri. He has an extensive background in running some of the most successful securities and derivatives trading platforms in the EU. So his whole background is in derivatives and securities, and he was part of the building the product for Sologenic. For Sologenic, the product is done. They're just waiting for the license, I believe. And are we really waiting for the license? I believe before the license is announced, we need to be on every exchange. I really thought hard about it. I took a step back and I was like, would it make sense to list Sologenic before all the exchanges have it? Like we have some huge news, big news, right? And everybody wants to buy Solo, but it's not on any marketplaces. It's not on any centralized exchanges. How would people even get their hands on it? It would limit the pump. So if we get on all the exchanges and then announce a license, I believe that will create the best impact for the news. So that's what I think. We need to get on all the exchanges first, one by one, and then we announce the license. That way everybody has easy access to purchase. This is my personal speculation, don't take my word for it, but that's kind of how I see this all playing out after, following Sologenic for as long as I have. So here's more proof. You can see this is an article written January 20th. Sologenic is a derivatives protocol based on Ripple Network. Not Ripple Network, I would say XRP Ledger. That tokenizes securities, stocks, ETFs, commodities, and other non-blockchain assets. By doing so, it succeeds in bridging the gap between traditional and crypto markets, making crypto more accessible. So there's more proof, the derivatives just keep popping up with Sologenic. So that's really bullish. Look up the total value of the derivatives market. It's massive, huge, trillions, even quadrillions of dollars, and people speculate. So we talked about the liquidity pools. There was a dip in the market. Anytime crypto dips, it's always important to check on what the Dixie is doing. So the Dixie pump today, that's what I believe is causing the dip in crypto market. So that's important. What else is important? One more thing is FDIC orders crypto exchange FTX US and 4 others to cease misleading claims. So they're getting, targeted. This is more signs that centralized exchanges are not the future. Centralized exchanges, I believe, will go away. It kind of goes against the whole philosophy of being a decentralized investor, a crypto investor. I want the future to be DEX based. And I really believe with things like XLS30, that's going to be a reality. So I really believe in the future of DEX. I believe also the centralized exchanges are preparing for a future decentralized world as well, whether they tell you or not. But the heat is coming on these centralized exchanges. We continue to see that. There was a cool announcement talking about Sologenic Apex after party. Let's take a look at this. I didn't know this, but the OG Club officially broke a record on the XRP ledger. I'm really proud to be part of the OG Club. We worked really hard on it. And let's read a little write-up on the OG Club. The OG NFTs have been making noise around XRP community with thought leaders such as BitBoy, Crypto Windy, Crypto Mason, and Ripple's very own CTO, David Schwartz, expressing their interest to join the club on social media. Moreover, the collection set records for the highest selling NFT on XRP Ledger at 30,000 XRP. So boom, boom, boom. OG Club breaking records already. We're in the infant stages. The club hasn't even officially launched yet. Wait till after Vegas when people know how much fun we have and more utility like waitlist priority is announced for the OG Club. It's just the beginning, and it's going to grow to something massively huge. I believe, especially when Sologenic integrates potentially these huge things like NASDAQ. Imagine being in the OG Club for the new stock market of the world. It's going to be massive. Here's another thing that's important. I didn't know about this. They wrote this all the way on the bottom very discreetly. On another note, the event dates are also key for Quorum as the blockchain DevNet will be updated to support WASM smart contracts,
allowing projects to start building on the new layer one. Also, the gas price calculation will be available along with the update. Currently, there's been last time I checked, there's been over 1 million blocks on the Corium blockchain with a blazing speed of 1.7 seconds per block. And now with the DevNet, they're going to be adding the WASM smart contract feature so devs could start experimenting with the layer one. This is extremely bullish. I think Bob Ross is going to surprise us with some exciting news. I think there's going to be some huge VIP guests that are going to be there. But let's go back to this real quick. Whoever wrote this article and is saying these fools are thought leaders, whatever, man. We know who the real thought leaders are. We know who the people that are really, going deep. Crypto Wendy, shout out to her. She shouted out in a recent video about Sologenic, but BitBoy is coming soon. Crypto Mason should be talking about Sologenic soon. But the underground people are the real thought leaders in my personal opinion. But shout out to them. Shout out to Crypto Wendy too. She's the largest crypto women influencer in the world. So she says she's coming to Vegas. So Crypto Wendy will be in Vegas. It also says David Schwartz is going to be in Vegas too. Hopefully he pulls up to the event. Hopefully you pull up to the event. I want to meet you. You guys are the ones I want to meet. I want to meet you guys. I think it's going to be awesome. I think when all of us link up, we're going to have some genius ideas for the community and we're going to blow things up. It's a very big weekend in Vegas. The Apex convention is going to be there. The Sologenic meetup is going to be there. Also PulseCon. So PulseCon, people in the Hex community also love Sologenic. I know a lot of them. So going to be a jam-packed weekend in Vegas. Hopefully you guys are there. And we're going to have some fun. Make sure to get your tickets while they're still available. There's not many tickets left, I heard. So it's going to be at one of the premier clubs in Las Vegas. So this is the first of many meetups. And that's really all I got for you guys today. Check out the description if you want to learn more about what's under the hood for these AMMs and liquidity pools. I'm very excited. More evidence is coming for Sologenic's future with derivatives, and that's going to be huge. So, this is something bullish. My Life Too Saucy did this decode. He said Binance Coin did this back in 2021 with just retail money. Where is it? It has 200 million coin supply, yet people think Solo can't go from 17 cents to 3 digits just in a few weeks. Institutions are here. It'll be the fastest rally in price you will ever witness in your lifetime. So you could see that Binance went from like pennies straight up, biggest green vertical I've ever seen, all the way up to $600 and it consolidated around 400. I think it's around like 200 now. I don't know the exact price. I don't really follow Binance Coin, but Binance also seems to be one of the hidden hands involved in this Sologenic project. So, we could easily see this next bull cycle. Right now, we're in the accumulation zone. So we're just accumulating, preparing for the next bull cycle. This channel is not about financial advice. This channel is about my personal journey and I display research. So this is for research purposes only. Please take what I'm doing and expand on my research, take it farther. I have a crazy decode. I'm not ready to reveal it yet about Codius. When you want me to reveal my crazy findings about Codius, there's been a big buzzword in the community for a long time. And I believe I found some, real core evidence about Codius. And I'll display it if there's enough people that want to know about it. But for now, I think this video is jam-packed with enough information. Wells Fargo is bullish on digital assets. They're probably accumulating. They're getting ready for the future. The future of crypto is inevitable. But we do know before crypto becomes adopted for the world, there's got to be some serious, issues with, the debt markets, with the stock market, with liquidity crises, all types of issues that will probably happen for the solutions to get revealed. So, that's all I have to say, guys. I'm very excited for the future, excited to meet you guys in Vegas, and everybody have an awesome day. Peace out, guys.